Word travels fast. I'm sure you'd like to arrest me if you could.
Why?
For lying to an officer, or are you just here to gloat?
Actually, if there's one person that understands how the sparks of love and passion can blow up in your face, it's me.
Why are you here?
Well, it turns out that Tori's a little sicker than we thought. Certifiable.
I don't think so. I think she was heartbroken. I think at the end she was delusional, maybe, but not crazy.
Oh, yeah, no, she was crazy. Crazy. And Blake is about to find out right about now.
What do you mean? Where's Blake?
You honestly don't know?
No, I don't. And if you do, tell me right now. Because if Blake is in trouble, you have to tell me what's going on.
Well, I wouldn't say that she's in trouble as much as I say she's about to have the Tori experience.
And what does that mean?
In Tori's house, we found a shrine. Ross, I'm talking the whole 9 yards. Candles, photos, clippings, photos of her dead husband, and photos of you.
And Blake is there by herself? I have to get up there.
Well, it's too late.
Well, she has gone through too much as of late.
Ross,
Ross,
it's
up there alone.
It's too late, and she's not going to be alone. Harley's going to be with her. In fact, Harley had one phone call from a jail cell. The only person she called was Blake. I mean, that's a good friend. In fact, they're probably on their way back to Springfield now already.
All right. You came here to ask me some questions. What are they?
Let's start with the Santos trial.
Oh, here we go. Revenge time, huh?
No. Just that Tori had clipped every single article, every word, every single photo on the trial.
I don't find that surprising. It was a big case, and Tori was a law student. Unless you're saying the only reason that Tori moved to Springfield was to seduce me.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think she came down here to do that. I think in her dead husband.
What about him?
I think that you need to know he looks exactly like you. And I think that in Tori's mind, she was replacing her dead husband with you.
Does Tori's shrine or her obsession with me or the fact that I resemble her late husband, that doesn't excuse what I did to her or what I did to Blake?
Oh, see what I think it does. I think it does. She came down to this town to use you and her dead husband.
No. I used her.
You know, that's just your guilt that you have, or that's your ego.
You speak to me as if I derive some kind of pleasure from this situation, and I find that insulting.
No, I'm sorry. Then I don't mean that. I'm just trying to find out exactly why she killed herself.
We both know why she killed herself. I took advantage of her without considering the consequences.
Ross, everybody knows that she was sick. She was a very sick person, okay? And I think she planned everything, right down to your guilt.
That's insane.
Yes. Oh, yeah, it's insane. I think that she knows that you're a vulnerable, very nice man. And she even planned your hating yourself for initiating it. She was pulling all the strings.
Well, if that's the case, and I'm not quite convinced that it is, she succeeded, didn't she?
You know, why do you do this to yourself, determined to flog yourself?
I don't know why. It's just that vindication coming from you. It makes me feel worse.
It only happened one time, right?
Briefly, here's how it went. I led her on. I shut her out.
Says Tori.
And me. And that fact, coupled with her husband's death, which she never recovered from, that just pushed her over the edge.
You're a smart man, Ross. And I really look up to you. Mr. Mahler, I do. But why can't you see it?
See what, Gus?
The whole femme fatale routine. She sees that you're a vulnerable man. The more she bats her eyelashes, the more she gets out of you. She was very sick, and she was very smart, and that's a lethal combination. She had the whole victim and the rescue me thing down to a science.
Well, if that's the case, that would explain a number of things.
Good. Like what?
Like a photograph of me, and there was an inscription on the back, and she had forged my handwriting, and then she wrote a message to herself.
That's a very desperate act.
Yeah, it is. And calculated. Because I am convinced that she wanted us to find that photograph right around this point in time.
Did Blake ever see it?
Yes, she did. And if Tori wanted to shatter whatever little faith Blake had left in me, she did it. It worked.